It is time to reboot the 3.5 gallon Pico tank. I took this tank down 3 months ago when I upgraded it to a 25 gallon Waterbox Peninsula. But soon after I took it down, my wife said this coffee bar looks really boring and I should put the tank back up. I didn't want to put up a new tank right away just because it was a pain in the ass to maintain, but I kind of agreed with her over time, and I think I can set this up in a way that it's much more easy to manage. So I'm going to get this thing started. I'm going to take a rock out of my main tank. I'm going to steal a little bit of sand out of the 25 gallon Peninsula. And I think I'm going to steal a few of the Favia and Goniastria Platygyra type LPS coral out of this tank to make it a nice, hardy, easy tank to maintain. So this tank has a little bit of a deeper sand bed than I think it really needs. So I'm going to steal just a little bit out of this tank to put in the Pico. So I have a rock structure already made that I pulled out of my main tank. So let's take that. I just moved it to the sump. So we have one rock here. I'm going to leave the glued spots on it from when I had acros on it, because that's where some other coral are going to go. Plop it in. Nice and easy. Let me fill this thing up and put some coral in. And that is it. I'm having it drain into the back section so it doesn't disturb the tank. The corals are added and it's up and running. So here is a dragon's, I think it's a dragon soul, Dipstrea, I think it is. This is a cherry corals space cakes. This is some sort of maze brain I got from Worldwide Corals. This one here is the Worldwide Corals Phantasmo, Favia or Goniastria. I don't have the orange rims on the inside, so I'm hoping that will color up in this tank. Another maze brain from Worldwide Corals, and your standard typical war coral. I think it's a Favites here. So that's what's in here. I have the lights cranked up a little bit just so it looks nice on camera, but I'm gonna run this tank pretty low light on the bluer side. This space cakes I've had for a while, and when I had it in my main tank, it did not look well. It was very, very light. So I moved it down to my frag sump and put it in the corner where it gets lower light, and it's really colored up nicely. So I'm going to run this as is and see how it does. Eventually, I may put this Laffy Taffy Bernard Pora, Goniapora in that tank just to put a little movement. My wife said it's not flowy enough, but I really like my moon corals and maze brains, so this is going to be my low energy LPS tank. So I'm going to turn the lights back down, turn them on the blue side once I'm done with this video. But to make this easier, I'm going to give myself plenty of room around all the edges to clean the glass. I really am a stickler for clean glass. I'm also going to figure out a way to make top off on this easier. When I ran it before, it needed to be topped off every 2 to 3 days. So I'm either going to do a glass top or figure out some sort of auto top off situation, or just get a jug, put it in the cabinet down here and just top it off manually. But this Pico tank is ran by a 80 gallon per hour return pump that is stock. There's I think it's a 50 watt heater that came with the tank as well. It doesn't have a thermostat, it just sets to 77 automatically, which is perfect because that's what I run my main tank at. Have a Kessel A80 that I run just on a basic on-off switch, so the light intensity and color will stay the same, and that is it for the equipment. I'm probably not gonna do a lot of dedicated updates on this Pico, but I'll probably cover it on my main tank and other tank updates. So here it is next to my main display tank. So for the sand, I'm just putting it in for looks. I don't really care about buffering capacity or, oh shit, section, so it doesn't disturb the tank.